Welcome back. Okay, so today our agenda is to take 8.5 by 11 printer and somehow create 11 by 17 prints. Today we're going to take a look at sublimating in large format. Okay, most of us have 8.5 by 11 printers when we first get started because it's affordable, and that's basically what we start with. So this is 8.5 by 11 standard sublimation paper. I'm going to show you how to make 11.5 by 17 prints off of your 8.5 by 11 printer. So it's going to escalate the size of your photo dramatically that you're going to put on a shirt. It's pretty much going to be a full-size shirt. Good deal. So also, just for reference, they come in 13 by 19 sheets, which is ridiculously large. It's more or less for like full back prints. And I guess maybe if you're a little heavy, it would, fit, such as this one would, the 11 by 17 on a smaller size shirt. So what we're going to do is go over the principles of getting this method to work correctly. Blow the size up, split it in two, and you're going to click on the image. We're going to go ahead and print it out piece by piece, and we're going to go ahead and tape it together. Get it a little larger. And another thing, you want to make sure it's in landscape, as well as you want to make sure you can get it as large as possible. That way we can get it full on the sheet. And I generally do above and beyond when it comes to the print quality. I'm not really in a hurry to get my prints. I do want it to be in very high quality, so I always print in 1200 DPI, which is ridiculous, but watch how clean it is. And definitely, if you're going to put it on a garment, you want to make sure that you mirror the image as we've done here. And basically, you want to send it to the printer. Once you're happy with the desired look, we're going to send it to the sublimation printer, and it's going to print out for us. And what we'll do after that is tape it together, and we're going to get it on a shirt. And it's going to take it a while to come out because we optimize the print quality. So I want it to print out as crisp as possible because these are for my clothing line and it represents me. So I want to give a good representation of the quality on the print. So while you're looking at that come out, I'm getting the bottom half set up for print, so that right after that one stops, we'll set this one in motion. You can also cue it so that it plays right after this one, but I normally just give the printer a little time to breathe. I do love sublimation printing. The quality is unmatched. It's going to be a little wet still, but as you can see, it's clean and crisp. Nice product. So we're going to get the next one going, and we got it. I'm going to let this dry to you. Also, you want to let these dry before you try to go ahead and put it on the shirt. I know it is sublimation, but you definitely want to let it dry because coming straight out that printer, Yep, we got it set up. Coming straight out that printer, the ink is still wet. You can see it a little bit, but the colors that you can produce from sublimation, I mean, it's ridiculous. Like, even on colored garments, like, it just pops. It's just amazing. And get this second half out, and we're gonna put them together for you. Yes, indeed. When I tell you, I've had this printer from the start of the biggest of this business that I do. I've had this. This has been with me since the beginning. It was in one of my first packages, and I mean, it's a warrior. You just don't understand. This shirt, this printer has pumped out, I mean, man, it has pumped out some amazing artwork, I'll tell you. There we go, this part 2, still wet, but sharp, and in mirror, which is the key, because if you don't have it in mirror image, you're going to be so upset when it comes time to pressing it, because it's going to show in reverse. Not unless you use it as your selfie shirt or something like that. Okay. So now, the idea was to have 11.5 by 17 prints, which is this here. This is 11.5 by 17 sheet. So now, by turning an 8.5 by 11 sheet sideways in landscape form and printing it, we now duplicated the same approach. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that line off, and I'm going to get it lined up, and I'm going to put it together for you, show you exactly how it looks. It's clean. You just go ahead and get it lined up. Give it the desired look. And there you go. Get you some tape. Another quick tip. Always rip your piece off so that you can find the end of this, because it gets hectic sometimes when you're looking for the end on such a thin tape. Go ahead and get 2 pieces. Hold this in place, make sure it's right where we want it. Go ahead and put that there just for make sure it's lined up well. Put that here as well. So now we've just created 11.5 by 17 print off of the 8.5 by 11, a standard size printer. We're gonna get the back taped up. What I generally do is just put it on one side, then just stretch the tape out. Throughout it, to make sure that it doesn't shift at all, because it is 2 pieces and the look we're going for is seamless. So I want to do that across the whole thing. And when you finish with the tape, go ahead and put your adapter, the homemade adapter, back on it. That way when you're looking for the tape, you can just pull it up. You're good to go. Okay, so go ahead and put that in place, and then you want to come and peel these off, because you no longer need these on the front. They were just used as a anchor to get everything situated. And so now what I generally do is cut the excess, because if you've ever done sublimation on a shirt, it gets ugly when you leave a big block around the area that you're sublimating. And what I mean by that is, when you leave the paper in its original form, it digs into the garments and it creates this boxy look that it's so hard to get rid of. Like, I mean, you wash the shirt a few times, you can still see the line sometimes. Even worse on hats. It's ridiculous. So I just go ahead and cut around everything. And you can go ahead and throw that paper in the trash. But I just cut around everything to give it a better feel. And if you don't have one of these, by all means, get you one. No matter where you get it from, get you one. Save you time, which is money. But you want to go ahead and just get this cut out. And then we can put it on polyester shirt of our choice. Because again, this is sublimation. So for best results, there we go. For best results, you want to go ahead and put this on a polyester shirt. So there you go.